Well, hello, hello, hello. Yes. I'm going to change up my intro because my co-host is mimicking me. So I'm going to change it up. Just you wait. But anywho, welcome to What's Your Take Media podcast once again with your lovely hosts. We have Sara Rosina, that's who's speaking, and I'm joined by my co-host.
The good brother Sean Blackshear.
Yes, this is where we're the number one podcast for movie reviews and TV reviews. Yeah, I didn't say it. I didn't spoke those things.
That's what I'm talking
yes,
about.
It is. That's what we do
as
here.
Though they are.
Yes, as though they are.
I understand.
And go ahead, if you haven't already, shame on you. But go ahead and follow and subscribe to the podcast so you can know when we have some new episodes out there.
Shame the people.
Yep. Yes, we're on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, pretty much anywhere you get your podcast, you'll see us and will hear us. And then we also are on YouTube. We got some YouTube going for you or whatnot. So go ahead and view us. You can look at us. Look at our faces. I say that every time. You got to look at our faces because I think we have nice faces.
From time to time.
I mean, arguably, I would say so.
I mean, I've been told I'm pretty.
Oh, okay. Well, see, there you go. There you go.
Right, love it.
Yeah. And also, if you'd like to be on the show, go ahead and email us at whatyourtakemedia@gmail.com.
Yes.
Yeah, so how's it going, Sean?
I
How's
am
your
hot.
week?
Jesus
I was going to say.
Christ. Thank the Lord for our producer. We came in with the water.
Yeah, we
You
got
see, we
the
got
water.
and the
YouTube, you can
happiness.
see it.
Yeah.
Mhm. Yeah, I can hear me sipping.
Uh-oh, there it go.
Yeah.
That should be
Okay.
wonderful for
Yeah.
a small fragment of the world that just wants to hear somebody
Yes.
drink it on the radio.
You just never know who could be thirsty,
you
and this
just never know.
just blessed them hearing it.
Yeah,
You know,
that's right. I got nothing. What you been up to?
Trying to stay cool.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, work is current work is awful hot right now. I work in a warehouse with no air conditioning. Pray my strength. And next week's gonna be really hot. It's gonna be in the high
Sounds like
90s.
Workman's comp to me.
Oh, does it?
Yeah,
Oh,
there you
well,
go.
I didn't hear that, but now I have.
There you go.
Okay.
Speak those things.
Well, I don't know if I want to speak that because that can go away. I don't want it to go. So we just go move past that.
Fine.
Alrighty, so let's do some entertainment news.
Yeah.
So what you
right.
got? I already know what you coming with. I already know.
What?
Johnny Depp,
You know, so Sarah,
Amber Heard.
I have grown up
Oh,
with 3 sisters.
okay.
And I'm married.
Oh, okay.
And I even argue with you from time to time.
Oh, wait. Oh, yeah.
And Johnny Depp
Depp.
has gave one for the home team.
Oh.
He has defeated the woman
Oh,
in an
wait.
argument.
Hold on. Wait a minute.
I love it. I was so excited. Oh, it's probably for the wrong reason, but I was excited. I'm like, go ahead, Johnny. You won. Mark one for us.
But it's funny. Right after everything came out, I saw so many posts on Facebook from men. They were just like,
Yes. I wonder why. They all are living vicariously through
Captain
Jack Sparrow.
Captain Jack Sparrow. I will say I've loved Johnny Depp ever since really Edward Scissorhands.
Yeah.
I mean, he's been around. Cry Baby. You
Yeah.
could just go on. I didn't really watch 21 Jump Street like that, but I know he was on there. But
You know one where he don't get no credit for?
which one?
Sweeney Todd.
Sweeney Todd.
Love that movie.
Yes.
Oh, it's dark.
Well, that's because we,
But
like
it's
the
good.
musicals.
Yeah, but it was good.
Yeah.
You're right.
Okay.
Good talk.
Yes. But so I don't know. I guess congrats, Johnny. But I'm already hearing that Amber's trying to appeal.
Wow,
And
just let it go.
her lawyers just been all on the news, Thomason. They didn't even bring out all the evidence we had because this is the second round. The first round was in the UK and she won. So he didn't came back and he had the case here.
Oh.
Yeah, she won the first time. I don't know if everybody knew that.
You just see, there was an argument here, and you had to throw something
Well,
to top my
I'm
something.
just saying, she did
I
win.
ain't got time for this. You could
So
let
third
me have
time's
it. You
the
could have
charm.
let me and Johnny have that one, but you couldn't let us have it. You had to come up and bring Britain out. The
whole time this trial was going on, I was like, Lord, please let the truth just come to light. Just let it come to light. And I've seen some things, and I can't even sit here and say I've seen the whole trial. But I don't know. She just not looking like she's telling the truth. I don't want to say it, Amber. Mirror from Aquaman.
She went messed up Aquaman.
But I saw a little small snippet of her sister's testimony, and I was like, but dang, it looked like she telling the truth. the way she was describing it, I was like, I'm so torn. I need discernment right now.
That's right.
What happened, Jesus?
What happened was Johnny Depp won. That's what happened.
But but like I said, because the appeal, I believe they were saying that they feel like social media influenced the jurors' decision.
The jurors?
Yes.
Oh.
Yes, that's what I heard. Which I told you, I think I've said it on here. There was so much going on with social media when this was going on. Favorably towards Johnny Depp. Like there was this one TikTok floating around with Johnny Depp's coming out of the court in his car with the window down. He waving. Everybody, Johnny Depp. Ever heard? I mean, it was nothing. I was like,
Didn't she fire a team during this? A social media team?
oh my gosh, I feel so bad.
Oh, woman.
It makes me think if it was, it's him, he's a huge star versus another huge star. Like, I'm just being hypothetical because Nicole Kidman would never be in this because she's totally happy with Keith Urban, but just that name.
They
Or Angelina.
They know where her bathroom is and not the bed.
Oh, well. Well, okay. Well, let's move on past that. So there's that. Got anything else smoking?
I like entrepreneurs. I love entrepreneurs. Love them.
Because we are.
They are of my own blood.
Yes.
Flesh.
Yes.
I can't say flesh of my flesh, but they own my own blood. They own my own blood, and I was a fan of Nick Cannon. Even some of the raps that he's done. They're not good, but they funny.
Underclassmen.
They're funny, right? But when he went a little crazy when he was trying to go against Eminem, but.
Yeah,
I don't even rap, but I wouldn't go against Eminem. That's just nuts. But he, how many kids this man got?
I just seen that today.
Why?
Somebody had a post like, "This man is out of control."
Jesus Christ!
Like and then they were saying the women just let them do it.
Well, yeah.
Well, yeah, they
Check.
Yeah, but how many checks can go? You know how many kids that is? Hold on now.
Don't he own Nickelodeon?
Does he? Well, that's news to me.
Don't he own something huge and wilding out?
He need to be owning more than one thing.
Ain't
The
slowing
way
down.
he dropping these babies
and them royalty
and don't want
checks
no marriage
from Little Drummer Boy.
So you just got the kids out here just with, I don't even want to go there.
I'm sure
See,
he
that's
is.
finna go somewhere else.
I'm sure he and they life in between.
They ain't got no real protection though.
making
They ain't
things
in the union. He ain't in the union with none of these women. They just out here.
rich.
Well, that's something else. I don't want to go there. That's being a little spiritual. I'm just saying, just got them out here, wayward like.
Well, Nick, I was with you, but that's too many.
Yeah, it's just too many. Just please stop.
Yeah.
The word tells us to be fruitful, multiply. He didn't say just one person. It don't say that. It don't imply that. I don't think it does. I didn't think it implied that. Okay, and then it's fruitful, multiply more than just bearing children. There's other things like what we do. We want multiplicity,
there
income. That's what we want. Let's do that.
Well, he got the income, so he's like, I'm gonna do it the other way.
Okay, well he ain't got Jay-Z money. I mean, I'm just saying. He ain't got Bill Gates money.
That's true. You're right.
He ain't even got Trump money. I mean, I got to say it.
But he tripping.
Oh yeah, we just we gonna put him on the altar. We praying for you, Nick. Come to light. Just come on in there. And
come on back or come on the Trojan.
Yeah,
Either one. Come on to the light.
That sounded like a commercial.
Hey,
we're here. Okay, ready to get paid. Okay. Well, all right. Well, since while we on the African American news, so the big topic. I think this was 2 days ago, is Michael B. Jordan and Lori Harvey's breakup.
Okay.
After a year. Oh, it's been so many posts, people just coming for him. I was like, ooh. So apparently, I believe Michael B. Jordan was ready for marriage or something more serious. Lori Harvey, Steve Harvey's daughter. Oh, okay. And there was a hot couple. They was nice looking together. You get to go to social media. Just check them out. What you do right here while we are here. Go on to Instagram. There you go. Well, don't go to Lori's page because apparently she didn't wipe it clean like it never happened. Like J-Lo did with A-Rod.
They say a heart never breaks easily.
Okay, but Michael, you go to his page. He still got some pictures. Unless something changed.
Somebody crying and somebody listening to Tony Braxton.
There you go.
This is how that rolls.
Unbreak my heart, say you love me again. Okay,
I bet you $10 our guest is singing on the other line. We just can't hear her yet.
Oh, you done told him. Yes, we have a guest coming. Okay, and so yes, so somebody said y'all acted surprised, and she the daughter of the man that wrote I Think Like a Man. I said that ain't right. But apparently she's not ready. She's 25 and he's 35. I mean, I don't want to put it on age, but she's just not ready. She want to be free. She ain't ready.
Yeah.
Yeah, so sad. So sad. But I was going to say, Michael, you know, if you
were
a God-fearing man.
He'll bounce back. I'm sure he'll bounce back.
You missed that part. If you're God-fearing.
Oh,
Well, there you go. So that's happening.
There you go. Love it. That's
So,
all I got.
That's all you got.
That's it.
Well, now we did have an award show that just happened. Were you aware? The MTV Movie Awards. Yeah. So I caught it on the Late Show too.
Oh, the Movie
just
Man.
being real. Mm-hmm.
Nice.
Dude, I used to watch them awards
I did
all
too.
the time,
Yeah,
like
but
every year.
who watches
But they're
TV
getting
though?
older now, I
Yeah.
guess. I don't know. It
No,
didn't miss me.
no.
We ain't getting older.
No, just didn't know it was on the TV.
Right, cable is kind of obsolete for most people.
Right.
You know,
Yeah.
but
I'm trying
but
to
there
see
you
if I
go.
can find it.
Well, J-Lo received the Generation Award.
For
Look
what?
at that on the MTV Movie
Jenny
Awards.
on the block?
Yeah, Jenny on the Block. They gave her a Generation Award. She's been around a long time.
Have they seen Jiggly?
She's done other movies. Don't go for J-Lo.
Jiggly cancels everything.
Well, if that's the case, why is Ben still
Because
acting?
he was in it, wasn't he?
Yes.
So they just got together, just big cancellation. two negatives equal positive.
Do
There
you know
you
how
go.
many movies he done made since then? Oscar-worthy movies. You know, one bad apple don't spoil the bunch. One bad apple. Okay.
That's a really bad apple. That's a bad apple. But all right.
Yeah, so
she got it.
congratulations to
Yay,
her.
good job, Jenny.
One thing I appreciated that I liked that I saw from her speech, she said she thanked the ones that gave her joy and the ones that broke her heart. I said, that's a mature response right there. Everybody ain't going to thank the ones that broke their heart.
No.
But that's how you grow. I mean, it is. It is. That's you become an overcomer.
Yeah.
So there's you go. Yes. Okay, well, that's all I got in entertainment news.
Yep, that's all for me.
Okay. All righty. Well, Sean kind of already, hinted or plain flat out said it. But we do have a guest.
No hinting.
We do have a guest on the show today. Her name is...
Whoa.
Wait, what happened? What I miss? What I miss?
Hold on.
Oh, you looking at pictures? You
Are
the
you
founder.
talking about the MTV Music Awards? You ain't bring up Euphoria.
Oh, now you looking up stuff.
Yeah,
What happened with Euphoria?
They won an award.
Oh, did they? It's MTV.
What is Euphoria?
I'm sorry. I mean, it's
How
not
you
an
gonna-
Emmy.
How you gonna make me watch it?
I know. I feel that. Everybody knows that there's a thing with awards.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying. Now, MTV versus the Academy Awards. Come on now.
Yeah, I guess you.
I mean, you want to get all your flowers. You know? But come on.
All right. I'm sorry.
Yeah, but Euphoria. Mm-hmm. Zendaya.
Go ahead.
Alrighty. So we have a guest. Her name is Natalie Golden. And we're going to go ahead and bring her on the air. Miss Natalie, go ahead and introduce yourselves to the audience.
Hello, audience. Super happy to be here. Like I said, I'm Natalie Golden. I'm a Chicago native, but for the last couple of years, I've been Northwest Arkansas, and I'm just a major movie fanatic. I've been quoting movies since I came into this world, so I'm super pumped to be a part of this. Thanks for having me.
Well, we're excited and intimidated.
No, don't be.
Just turn my mic over.
Right.
What's your take with Natalie?
Right. He said coming out the womb. I'm like, oh.
There'd be a lot of opinions on what's your take on Natalie Golden. I'll tell you that.
I love
Well,
it.
it's awesome. We're honored to have you on the show or whatnot.
Thank you.
And we connected her and I through her husband. We worked together just in different states. But yes, that's how we connected and whatnot. So, yes. So we are going to do something fun, I think. I love because rebooting is the thing. That's what they're doing
Just
right now.
lazy.
Just everything.
Just lazy.
Yeah.
It's just lazy.
Yeah, and some are done really well, and then some are just god awful. Yeah. So today,
did you see the new Hellboy?
Tangent. That's another direction.
Well, you said did really well. Sorry,
I didn't like the first one, so I don't even want to go into that.
You didn't like the first one?
No, I'm
the Golden Army. You didn't like that either. Yeah. What? Natalie, what you say?
I haven't seen it.
All right, fine.
Well, okay.
I'll keep it to myself.
So we're gonna go ahead and do Top Gun versus Top Gun Maverick.
Oh,
yes, yes.
Okay.
This is almost generational, really.
Yeah.
Because what the first one came out, what is that? 86.
86.
Yes, and then we got this one here. So yeah, that's a lot.
Now did now Natalie, down where you are, did Tom Cruise welcome you to the movie?
Oh.
Like he did up here?
That was a surprise.
That was a surprise.
Okay.
I was like, oh, is that Tom Cruise?
Is he talking to me?
Right. Personally?
I was sitting there. If he tells me to silence my phone.
Oh my goodness. That's hilarious.
Yep. Yep. So
well, you know he was producer of the film. Maybe that's why he did it.
I'm getting more than one check on this one.
Right.
I love it.
Right. Okay. So let's go on in with the first one. Let's start with the first one.
Okay.
I want to kind of do some similarities there. You guys know there was a lot of similarities between the two, which were good. They were good similarities. So the first one was directed by Tony Scott. Unfortunately, he couldn't direct this one because he committed suicide. But this movie, right, that would stop you. That would stop. The second one was actually dedicated to him, to his life. Yeah, so originally they had him on, so they had to bring in another director. This has been going for a while, I think about 2009, 2010. I think the script has kind of been out there.
That's what Tom said at the beginning of my movie.
What did
Tom said we've been working on this for the better part of 20 years.
Well, there you go.
To make sure you got the best shots.
Did the best shots. Hit us with your best shot.
Yeah.
Okay. What Jerry Bruckheimer was there again for producer.
Okay.
Yeah. And of course, I was super excited to see the opening of the film. I was like, oh my gosh.
So was I.
It was exactly like the first one.
Yep.
Yes, good old Kenny Loggins. I call him the king of 80s soundtracks.
It has been a long time since I've watched the movie and wanted the soundtrack.
Dude.
Oh my God.
Well, you know, that first one is still one of the greatest soundtracks of all time. I was booming it in the car.
I agree.
I'm sorry. Did you say you were booming? They really took you back to the 80s.
That's what I said. You got to boom with the 80s soundtrack.
I got you.
Danger Zone, Take My Breath Away. There's some, that song won an Oscar.
Yeah,
Berlin. That's the only song I know by them, but they won an Academy Award.
They will. That's all you need. It's just one and one big check.
Yes.
Call it a day.
That's all you need. That's all you need.
It. So.
So
before we dive too deep in the
movie,
because
you know,
Natalie, I got to take you on your first tangent.
Okay. I'm just here for the show. I'm trying not to chuckle as I listen to y'all, so I'm good.
Feel free to chuckle with us.
Can somebody tell me why in the haberdasheries and hemoglobins?
Oh, there it is. I ain't heard that in a while.
Does Whitney Houston got a movie coming out?
She does. I Want to Dance with Somebody.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Natalie.
No, honestly, I didn't even hear that.
Oh yeah.
That's news to me.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Well, she's an icon. I mean, so I'll bring it back to like The Bodyguard.
Yes.
Does everybody remember that?
Heck yeah, we do. The
her
soundtrack.
vocals on that. Yeah, don't get me started. I was singing earlier. But I mean, she's an icon. And, if you're going to start doing icons and things that matter and bringing back that nostalgia, why not hit them with the best? That's what I think.
Now hold on to that thought, because you're gonna be on the same page with me.
Oh, cool.
So Whitney then Kane got a movie Johnny Cash had a movie a couple years ago.
Oh, Walk the Line, one of my favorites.
Yep.
Yeah,
Reese Witherspoon.
It's a good movie. Now, Elvis is on his.
Yes, he is.
I don't even know what number movie this is.
I don't know.
This is like they just every new generation they find somebody look like him. Hey, blue eyes. Oh, time to make it again.
Right.
Somebody tell me why Michael ain't had one movie.
Okay.
I'm starting a petition.
That's touchy.
It can be called Moonwalker. It can be called Jackson's. I don't not one. Only movie he got is Never Never Land, and that was awful. It was against him. Why?
Is there one in the works? Look,
no, there's not.
We looked it up.
Natalie, tell me why.
I wish I had the answer.
I can't tell you why.
Oh man! Well, I wonder. Hear me out on this.
Oh.
So Michael got his start with the Jackson 5, and maybe they're like, hey, if we want to do Michael, we got to do all of you, and maybe the family doesn't agree with that, or maybe they want a bigger part. There's a little bit more dynamics there than just Whitney or just Elvis or just Johnny Cash.
You're right. I bet it's Jermaine.
But nobody remembers the Jacksons. I love the Jacksons
it ain't
movie.
Nobody but Jermaine.
Wait,
the Jacksons movie came on ABC. It was not in the theater. That is representative of Michael Jackson.
I remember they used to replay it. What was that, VH1? I think it was VH1. Look, the old school VH1. But I used to love watching that.
Man,
you had little Jason Weaver as Michael. Okay.
Who
was that? Holly Robinson Pete was Diana Ross.
First thing I do when I'm getting rich, I'm going to
you making a Michael Jackson movie?
Jermaine Jackson in person. Hey,
gosh.
Prince Jackson or whatever you call yourself these days, we make the movie.
Yeah.
We making it. Mm-hmm.
Well, because I even think I think I heard something about a Richard Pryor movie in the making. Yeah, it's a lot going on.
See?
Well, maybe it's just right into the studios at Hollywood or Tyler Perry or somebody.
Me and Jamie Foxx.
Okay.
Yep.
Alrighty. So back to Top Gun.
Oh yeah, that's
Alrighty,
so let's just kind of flow through the film. Let's kind of flow through the film of Maverick.
Okay, so when I first sat down, so I gotta preface: the original Top Gun is my all-time favorite movie. I've watched that 1,000 times, and it just when I had to rewatch it to do this podcast, it was such a different lens with comparing and contrast to the new one. And when I sat down and they started that film, I just got chills of nostalgia. Like, it was just awesome. They started off, Tom Cruise welcomed us. I thought that was a nice touch. I'm like, thank you. Like, yeah, you did make this for us. Maverick sitting in his hangar, working on his plane, and it immediately darts to, his board of pictures from his career. And it immediately focuses on Goose. So I'm like, that is clearly going to be another big part of the storyline, very clearly in terms of foreshadow. But he puts his aviators on, he puts his jacket on, white t-shirt, jeans with his motorcycle, and takes off. And I'm like, I love it. Like you said, Sarah, it starts the exact same way. And so that really drew me in because I'm like, okay, like, we're starting off the same way. We're batting 1,000. And he goes to this secret site that has clearance. And what I really like too is when it first started, when they were in the hangar, Tom Cruise is working on his real old plane. I think it might be his, like it's just an old school one. And he immediately goes to this awesome, like futuristic plane. So I immediately thought this topic was going to be old versus new and how time is. Isn't good insight. Everything's the same, but it's not the same, right? So that's what I took away in like the first 5 minutes of it. That I'm like, I already know the thematics of this and how it's going to go.
Okay. Well, you should see Sean in the studio right now. Which you on the playback, you'll see he's just like, well, I'm just gonna leave. You just take over the show. You just go ahead.
No,
this is good though. I love it though. I love it.
Natalie used a bunch of purdy words.
Yeah, it was purdy. Foreshadowing. We never used those words.
I got more than 5 letters. What is she doing?
Right.
Let me loosen up. I'll get.
No. We're really being silly. No, we're being silly. Bring it in. Bring it.
Yeah, no. Go ahead, Natalie.
No. I was just gonna say it. But when I was looking at the thing with Goose, the dashboard, if you will, or the poster board, whatever you call it, it was very clear he never got over his friend dying. So I was very curious how they were going to weave that into Maverick's character, his mission, his motivations, what have you. And it actually reminded me that soldiers and Marines and Rangers, they're all living with that. And it kind of reminded me, it took me out of the movie for a second. PTSD is a very real thing. People live with that every single day. So it was just a reminder that there are men and women serving our country every single day, and we have no idea about it. So I appreciated them putting that into the movie.
What? Okay. Look, I didn't even go that deep when I saw that. but this is all. This makes sense.
I am disappointed at myself.
Am I losing the vibe here? Maybe I'll lighten it up.
Because when the movie came on, I just saw a plane, and she has seen a group for PTSD.
Yes.
Oh my God.
She has seen the screenwrite for the whole movie, and I'm like, hey, that's a cool plane.
But that is so true, though. That is so true, though. That has really been a thing, just in the world too. PTSD. Yeah, that's been a big topic. And actually coming from a family that has been in the military, I definitely know what you're talking about. But the fact that you were able to get that and capture that is awesome. Yes.
Oh, my content is prep. So I was like, I am doing this film justice. Like, it's honestly, if this isn't the best-selling film of all time, I'll be shocked.
Well, you know what? Right now, I just looked at it. So I have the numbers.
Whoa. Did you say of all time?
If it doesn't, okay, so we all know Avatar is the best-selling movie of all time.
Yes,
I would be very shocked if it
got knocked
doesn't
down?
come close.
I'm sorry.
Avatar got knocked off. By what?
Endgame.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm behind.
Oh, yeah.
I'm behind.
I'm behind too.
But that's all right. There's a sequel coming at the end of the year. We'll see how that goes.
And Marvel hasn't stopped.
No, they have not.
Okay.
They have not. But
to your point,
yeah.
I think it's going to be in one of those top. It's going to be the top 1, 2, or 3. I'm certain of it.
It is okay. So currently in 2022 is number 5. The number 1 movie right now is Doctor Strange in the Multiverse.
It's a mother's movie.
That's number 1. I had just looked at the numbers recently. So last night I was looking at the numbers, and so far this movie Maverick has it was at 596 million worldwide. But I just looked today, and it says 600 million. I'm like, dang.
I was wondering with the movie if it was going to capture. I knew it was going to automatically capture nostalgia.
Of course.
Oh, it automatically.
That's what I came for.
That whole group. But pulling new people.
So one thing I will say that I love about this movie, which I'm sure it's probably just time. That was 86 versus now. I love the diversity of the movie. I mean, you had everybody.
I do too.
Black people, white people, Hispanic people. I was like, yes.
Yeah, everybody.
Because we are the world.
Asians too.
We are the children. No.
It was. And Bob.
That was funny.
And a female, Phoenix.
Yes, I loved. Yes, Phoenix rising from the ashes.
Yeah,
that was a good name for her. Yeah, it was good stuff.
Yeah,
I have to say, I was a little disappointed. I thought maybe they was gonna do a love story with her and Goose, just a little bit. Not Goose. Not Goose. Oh. Rooster. See, Rooster. See, their names were so kind of because the farm animal thing. I thought that was funny that they did that like that.
Bridgerton effect. Every movie don't need love. Every movie needs something blowing up and bullets firing and maybe some satire.
What the world needs now is love. We don't know that song.
Nah.
Okay, go ahead.
The world? No, I'm just
she knows the song.
That's right. You know, Sarah, I thought the same thing as you for a second, and I thought it was going to be kind of the same with Charlie and Maverick in the 1986 film. Maybe they were going to do that with Phoenix and Rooster.
Right.
And I said, I don't think that's her tempo in this. I had a hunch that with Maverick they were going to rekindle. I thought maybe they would have brought Charlie back I was really shocked they brought Penny, his love interest, because in the first one they only mention her name. They never show her. Goose's wife is the only person who mentions Penny in the original. So that's why I was like, I think they're going to try and rekindle. If there's going to be love, to your point, Sean, it's going to be Maverick. It's not going to be one of these young bucks.
That's right.
We got to interject just for a second because I was totally confused. I was like, who is this person? So just as a person just that watches movies, I already was like, okay, they not finna bring Kelly McGillis back. We love you, Kelly, but it's just she don't got the same vibe that she did then. That's how I'm gonna say that. So I was like, they definitely not bringing her back. So then I saw Jennifer Connelly. I was like, oh, I like Jennifer Connelly. Okay, cool. But I was like, they just kind of brought in a character. When did they say her name in the first one? When did Meg Ryan say it? When?
I got you. So when Goose is playing the piano and Bradley, his son, is 3 years old, and Maverick walks to the piano, Carol is talking to Charlie and she goes, I wish I could tell you to run away from Maverick, but I just love him and he's the best. And, he's my husband's best friend. And she's telling the stories of all of his love interests in front of his new love interest. And so she's trying to embarrass him. She's like, remember that Admiral daughter, Penny, and you did this, that, and the other? That's the only time they mentioned her.
Okay.
It was a split second.
Okay. When you said it out, that's the scene I went to in my mind. I was like, did she say it then? Yep. And I just wasn't paying attention. Right. Okay. You definitely tell you've seen this a lot.
I have something embarrassed. I actually have something embarrassing. I used to fall asleep to Top Gun. That would be my white noise movie. So call me a psycho. But
we all have one. The ones that really love the media. We all have one. TV show. Sometimes I know. Mine is I like laughter. So Saved by the Bell. Sometimes I just put it on and go to sleep.
There you go.
The
screech. There you go. I like it. Wow.
You ain't got one, Sean? You won't have one?
What? I go to sleep to English people because Stephanie cannot sleep unless there's a cooking something on. The cooking shows?
Okay.
I know how to make so many meals that I'll never try in my life. But they all sound wonderful because they're in an English accent.
The Abbey. Okay. Downtown Abbey.
I bet there's a recipe somewhere in your subconscious that you don't even know you have, and you're like, I can make salmon with grits. No problem, or something crazy.
That sounds interesting. That sounds real Southern, too. Real Southern.
My kids this morning, I went and got them rainbow bagels. And they was just, everybody was so excited.
Yeah.
Dad, why'd you do
Colors,
this? I'm like,
kids.
I don't know. And then when I went and turned on TV, the last episode was somebody making rainbow bagels. I'm like,
there it is.
The wife is doing this. She's doing it on purpose.
That is hilarious. Okay, so back to Penny.
Yes.
So I'm glad that you cleared that up for me. I was like, okay, I thought they just pulled her out of thin air. But, it worked for me. It worked for me. So I was like, cool beans.
Same.
I enjoyed her thugness.
You did.
I did too.
Don't you look at me like that.
Oh, you did.
You
know.
And then when they got to the house, she didn't say nothing. Just left the door.
I was like, that was pimp right there. That was too pimp. I was like, well, I think we all had the same reaction in the theater.
And the part that really got me was, you ain't finna go out the door. My daughter downstairs. Go out the window. What are you doing? I'm like, I like Penny.
Talking about one of the hilarious scenes, and when he finally drops to the ground and looks to the right.
The daughter.
But she was like, don't break her heart again.
I know. I thought that was sweet.
Oh. I was like, not this time.
But yeah. No, I like Penny's character. I think she brings an edge that the first one didn't have. I love that she owns the bar and she's got, she throws them overboard. She makes them pay rounds. And again, just hitting that nostalgia with time. It's like we're in a time capsule. It's the same bar, but there's a new generation of pilots and he's just observing, but it's the same. We watch Rooster in Penny's bar playing the piano just like his dad.
Same song.
And they're all singing, laughing, have their whole life ahead of them. And Maverick's just like, y'all don't even know what you're in for. And so it was just a neat thing because he's like, man, I was right there. Like, that's what I was doing. So I thought I thought Penny and her character and her bar and just that whole dynamic just brought a really, really cool compare and contrast, if you will, from old versus new. Yeah.
It was so many stories in this movie.
Yeah.
I feel like they could do another one, really.
So at first, I was kind of upset with Maverick at the beginning because I'm like, the brother didn't told him, hey, just go 10.
Oh,
you ain't got to go 10
yeah.
Well, he's always been like that,
10
though.
points, just go 10.
He's a rebel.
Man, get out of here. He almost messed everybody up.
Yeah.
I know. And that was Ed Harris. That was Ed Harris.
I love so I'm glad you brought that up, right? They're going Mach 10 and Maverick's getting in the futuristic plane. I don't know what it is. F-18, I'm going to call it that. But his friend Hondo, he goes, I don't like that look. And Maverick goes, it's the only look I got. I'm like, I'm going to start using that.
You go use that. I love it.
It is. Like, it's just a smirk. And I'm like, everybody knows what that means. Like, it's the only look I got. Leave me alone.
I'm going to recommend you not try that in marriage. I can just see that going.
Oh, going down.
I got a lot more looks. I don't have one luck.
All right. Well, definitely love the generational thing. It actually is reminding me of, well, Sean, I know you ain't seen it, but Cobra Kai. This is one thing I love about the show, Cobra Kai. It's a reboot, but yeah, it's a continuation of the story. It ain't we finna just change all the characters and everything, which they've done that pretty well. But they're bringing in all the generations. Because, matter of fact, when I went to the theater, I'm sure I might not be alone, but I went with my mom. And when I went, there was other families in the room. I was like, okay, a little family film. It's always good to have a good family film. Yeah.
Top Gun was a family film.
Obviously, the families was there. It's kind of like bridging the generational gap is what I was seeing. Because, back when it was out, my mom, she was an adult. I was just a little wee child.
She was an adult.
As
opposed to
a teenager or a child.
What is she now?
She's still an adult. Just a little older, a little wiser. But yeah, so I did like that aspect. One thing I liked, I don't know if you saw this. So the first movie, I just sometimes I catch certain stuff. So Kelly McGillis's house, she had it was the car she was chasing him. That's probably a better scene. Remember that scene where she chasing Tom? So what kind of car was that? Was that a Porsche?
Oh my gosh. No, it wasn't. I almost want to say a Buick, but I'd be lying if I said I knew. I could call my husband up. He'd know what car.
Put him on the show.
No.
Don't take it over. You'll never talk again. You will never talk again on your show, Sean, if you bring him up.
Well, it actually was the 90210 car. I was like, that's Dylan's car. It's an old school Porsche.
Yes.
But I did notice that Jennifer Connelly's character drove a Porsche as well.
Yes.
And I was like, I'm sure. Some of the stuff, they be doing it intentional. Right. Yeah, it was that old school car. I was like, that was kind of cool.
But to your point, Sean, there's so many stories and so many similarities. I think sometimes when there's a reboot, how many times have we all heard when a sequel happens, we're like, that was terrible.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
They didn't bring in the right characters. They did terrible casting. They didn't have the original ones. They didn't tie in the first story enough into the second one. So I actually like that they brought a lot of those because the people who I think love Top Gun, it's such a cult following. They're going to pick up on that. They're going to be like, that. I know why they brought that Porsche. Or I know why she went out the window. So I actually like that they did that because it just ties it together that much better.
Yes.
Now let me ask you a question about the story. There's two pieces of the stories I didn't get.
Okay.
So I understood why he took the boy from the from the Navy or from the thing because his mama told him.
He pulled his papers.
Yeah, he pulled his paper. Right. Okay, I'm gonna repeat that. I don't know why he took the boy from the thing. Is my first question to you, and then my second question to you is you gonna answer that one. I'm gonna think about it again because then I lost it.
Okay.
All right.
Okay. So I think I thought a lot about why Maverick pulled Rooster's papers. I think it goes back to what happened to Goose. in the movie, in the new movie, I should say, Maverick tells, I forgot who it was, but he tells him that his mom didn't want him flying. And so I think because Maverick, even though in the original one he got cleared of Goose's death, it always weighed on him that he couldn't protect them. He couldn't be a friend. And it took away Rooster's father. And so if Maverick could have some control over Rooster not ending up like his dad, he was going to try. And I think that's where some of this comes in, because we later see in the new one, the Top Gun Maverick, that Maverick literally says, if I let him go on this, I could lose him, meaning the mission. Right. If I don't let him go on this, he'll resent me even more and I'll never be able to like be a part of his life. So Maverick was battling with some real guilt there, I think, because he was seeing it as a lose-lose. The only way it was going to be good is if he let Rooster on this mission and they survived. So I think that's why he pulled the papers. He was just trying to protect him the best way he knew how.
Right.
So before I ask my second question, I feel like we're interviewing a screenwriter.
Oh my gosh.
I feel like
that is the nicest thing you could have ever said to me, Sean. Thank you.
To do with the film, because the way she's answering, the way we wanted you to feel was, and that's why we had Maverick really go through the struggle of trying to. But
yes,
my second question.
I'm an emotional person, so like maybe that's what I picked up. Like I'm like, let's just feel it. Let's have all the feelings. Like but that's what I'm saying is that's what that invoked. Like, I don't know. I saw it all for what it was, and I thought it was beautiful. It was beautiful.
Again, you make me feel like a caveman because I'm like, ooh, plane. But my second question is, why did they kill the Iceman? Val Kilmer ain't that old. He could have played another movie.
Somebody thought, you know what? Somebody thought he was dead, like out in real life. Like I was talking to somebody, and I was like, "No, Val's alive. Look at him. Wait a minute. He's alive."
If I'm not mistaken, Val Kilmer has throat cancer.
In real life?
In real life.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, that makes sense.
All right, I'm back.
Yes, that makes sense.
Yeah.
I'm back.
So I think that's why, and I think part of the reason they ended Iceman's character is because in the movie they even say, your guardian angel, we have enough evidence to court-martial you, but somehow you always get out of it. Well, that's because Iceman moved up through the ranks. Right. And so I think that was actually really crucial for Iceman to exit the movie, because that's when Maverick goes to Penny and he's like, this time it's different. Like, I don't have a backup, or I can't get out of trouble. And Penny goes, well, you always find a way. And that's exactly what Charlie did in the first movie when Maverick was like, I want to quit because I lost Goose. And she's like, don't do that. So there was always that one scene with the women in his life at each stage saying, you always figure it out. Go do it.
Right.
And then something epic happens.
Right. Yeah, that was epic. That whole, when they finally got on the mission and everything, oh my gosh. That was great.
Yeah.
It was a lot. I will appreciate that a lot more than the first movie. I will say that.
Oh,
the jets
absolutely.
And I was like, this is great.
Absolutely. But like, that was actually one of my favorite scenes in the movie when Penny's like, go make it happen. He takes a plane and shows them how it's done. Goes Mach 10. And, I think part of this, like, they kept calling him the old dog, like, get out of here. Guess what? Old dog did it the best and fastest. So I think that also tells us, like, hey, sometimes the old ways are the best ways. Just let him do his thing. Like, the new ways aren't
they don't always work.
Not that they're always the best. They don't always work.
Right.
And so I love his name is Cyclone. I call him Don Draper. John Hamm, that's who it is.
Yep.
And he's like, so what do I do? Do I court martial you, or do I risk my career and let you be team lead? And I was like, that's awesome. Like, that's how they're going to make him be the pilot in this. So when I go back to the Iceman comment, I think that had to happen so Maverick didn't have a safety net so he could go be extreme.
So this is how you feel when we're doing Marvel movies, huh? Is this what it feels like on the other side of the table? Is it? All right.
Well, yeah, there you go.
Okay, well then I understand now.
Sean, I do have to say, has anybody ever told you you sound like Chris Rock?
No, that's a new one, but I'll take the check.
Only voice impersonator, you can pay for it.
I'll definitely take the check.
Yeah, all right. I never thought about it either. I ain't never thought about it. I'll have to go back and listen. I love it. Oh my goodness. But yeah, so because I didn't know that in real life, it was good to have Val Kilmer on there though. I was wondering why his it was so brief. I was wondering what was going on.
Well, I was like, man, he studied for a minute to talk the way he was talking. I'm like, it actually looks like he's in pain talking.
Yeah.
But apparently
he
was in pain talking.
He was really in pain.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
Well, all right.
When life imitates art.
You know.
What was the other
That's
one?
right.
Yeah.
Is art imitating? I don't remember. But somebody
that works.
Somebody's imitating.
Yep. Somebody's imitating. Somebody's imitating. Okay.
Yeah.
Well,
but
what
are
you got?
we done with Iceman? No, I was going to say, but I liked. I got more to say on that. But I love the dynamic. Even though Iceman and Maverick are brief, it is everything you need in 5 minutes. You know, Iceman is typing because he can't speak, and they just talk about the things that need to happen. Maverick saying, I don't know how to let go, meaning letting go of Goose. And I love that they formed a friendship, because in the original one, they were, I don't want to say enemies, but they both thought they were number one.
Frenemies.
And so, yeah, frenemies. So to see them have a friendship, 34 years, I thought that was really special, that they overcame adversity and figured out a way to be friends and be each other's allies for decades. So I thought that was great.
Mm-hmm. So now that you kind of bring that up, that's making me think of Hangman and Rooster.
Now,
that
was my favorite character, Hangman.
Okay, so Hangman actually kind of reminded me of Maverick's character when he was younger, and Rooster kind of reminded me of
was Maverick that cocky?
Yes, he was. If you go back, he was like,
Yeah.
I
mean, he made me want to get a toothpick.
Because I was like, this about need a little humility, just a little humility, just a little bit. No.
Well, I'm not a fighter pilot, but man, if I was number one, wouldn't you be a little arrogant? You know what I mean? So like, they're all number one, trying to be number one. So I would be a little concerned if they weren't arrogant. And you hit on something, Sarah. I actually thought Hangman and Iceman were more alike, and Rooster was like Maverick.
Stop! Why you laughing?
What do you think?
He's laughing. I don't know why he's laughing.
I feel like we should be saying the stuff she said. Like, Natalie, you hit on something there. Go ahead and explain.
I'm dying.
Oh goodness!
I love it.
What direction you go? Maybe just a mixture of all of the guys then. Yeah. Look, because it was all what you had: Iceman, you had Maverick, you had Goose. It was just a mixture amongst the group. Mm-hmm. Like even that scene when they finally got back, and I don't know, I don't want to take us too fast because I know that was a great scene when Rooster saved Maverick and all that. I didn't see that coming. Yeah, but that was great. Mm-hmm. But that end when Rooster and Hangman shook hands and kind of smiled, it reminded me of that moment with Iceman and Maverick. Lord, am I saying the right names? So many names. Yes.
Oh, you're right.
So I was like, okay, I see what y'all did there. And even with them bringing back that old plane from the first one, like I actually looked it up. It actually was that same plane, and I thought I had it. Yes, it was a F-14A Tomcat. Tomcat. Mm-hmm.
Now so when the action got going, I was like, oh look at this. Yeah, and then the way they was flying and I wonder how they filmed that. I meant to look that up.
I know, right?
Okay, so I actually did look that up.
Oh.
It was. So those were real planes. And that was one of the things that Tom Cruise had said, like every scene will have real planes, but they could reskin it with, fantastic movie magic. But the crew the crew and the cast actually had to go through like flight training because they did sit in the cockpit. Obviously, they never flew, but he made them train so nobody got nauseous or like threw up in their mask or anything like that. Like they went through some pretty intense training to make sure it looked as real as possible.
Well, they succeeded. Yeah. And this is why they get paid the big bucks, I guess. Right. I mean, these actors really be going through.
Yeah.
They be committing.
Yeah.
Wow.
Okay.
Because I was curious too, Sean. I'm like, I'm just curious, So I Googled that prior to this.
Yeah, and that right there makes you better than me because if I'm curious, I'll just put it back in the files. Somebody bring it up sooner or later.
Yeah, well, it's been brought up.
So thank you. You just
appreciate that. Appreciate that. Well, what we gonna do around here? We gonna go ahead and give it a rate. So I didn't tell you this part, Natalie, but what we do, we have a GTS score. It's a got to see it score.
I bet she gives it a 10.
Well,
I'm sorry.
okay.
I bet she gives it a Mach 5.
A Mach 5. A Mach 10.
Dude, you stole my joke.
Oh, man. He jumped ahead of you. Well, yes, it's on a scale of 1 to 10. Of course, 10 being the highest, GTS. So, of course, I'll let you go on and say your score officially.
It's got to be a 10.
Okay. Gotta be.
It was her nursery rhyme for you.
Yeah, it won't me to sleep.
I know, right?
Tell me what kind of man I want to be with,
So, Sean, what is your score?
In fear of my life, I'm going to say 10.
Okay.
Because I think she can fly a plane. and would hold it against me. So.
Okay.
Never.
Okay. I would agree with the two of you. They say we're two or more. No, okay. Let me not go to the scriptures. Right. But yes, we're going to give it a 10. Going to give it a 10. Definitely a must-see, guys. Definitely a must-see. Definitely check it out. So we got one more thing we're going to do with you, Natalie. I actually have mentioned this to you. And I know you just going to get all of these. I don't even know why.
I don't know.
Okay, well, we shall see. We got a few trivia questions for you.
Okay.
So we got like 5 of them. Sean, why are you making a face?
Okay.
In my head, this review looked completely different than the way it went.
Okay.
Usually best things happen that way, Sean.
You're right. I mean, I was thinking like it was going to start like, ooh, Sarah, did you see when the thing blew up? And then when the guy fell, and then when the helicopter was shooting. But we talking about PTSD and
things that matter, Sean.
And things that I'm like, I did watch the same movie, didn't I? But she got a whole. I'm sorry, it just looked different in my head. I'm back.
But isn't that great?
I think I did see it again.
I'll say this, Sean. How great is it? You know it's a good movie when there's so many different perspectives. If somebody came out and I made a movie and everyone was like, it was all right, you don't want that. We've got 2-3 different, very different opinions about how this movie went down. That to me is awesome.
Yeah. Applause right there.
There you go.
Oh, there it is. Thanks. That's our producers in the room.
Thank you.
Appreciate you, Martinez. All right. Okay.
We've been doing this show for 3 years. I didn't know we had a soundtrack.
You haven't been paying much attention, have you? That has happened
You've
before.
never pushed the button for me.
I don't have the button. Martinez has the button. Okay, so question number one.
Okay.
So it's Name This Movie. It's just all of them. Just name the movie. So this movie is starring Tom Cruise with this infamous line: "You had me at hello."
Oh my gosh. Why am I?
Cuba Gooding.
Jerry Maguire.
Yes. Dun, 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 dun. Could have used some applause right there. It is. There it is. Okay. I'm excited. I'm giddy, like a little schoolgirl.
Yes, there's buttons.
There's buttons. Okay, Sean, you want to
All right. So you have a young Val Kilmer in 1985 as an engineering student. I don't even know this movie.
Hold on.
Can you phone a friend?
Hold on.
I might give you part of it. It's 2 words, the title.
I don't know it.
Real is the first part. Engineer. engineering student.
Did you make this movie up?
I did not.
Are you
It was
sure?
actually one of his first movies. Everybody Wants to Rule the World was on the soundtrack, by Tears for Fears. Everybody
Really?
wants to rule.
Real genius.
Yay! Who knew
Yes,
I needed to
thank
throw the
you.
soundtrack in there?
Natalie,
Yeah.
you're just a musical soul. So for the rest of the questions, we're just gonna sing. To
Right,
you.
maybe we should just sing.
Perfect. Yeah.
Okay, well, this one, I don't know if there's not really a song on this next question. All right, this is a serious movie. Okay.
Okay.
Now, if you notice, there's a trend going. I'm pulling in Top Gun actors. Okay.
Yes, I
so
see that.
the next one, this movie was starring Kelly McGillis. You know who Kelly McGillis is?
Yep.
Okay,
Yep.
cool. I knew you knew. Okay, with Jodie Foster as a rape victim in 1988.
Ooh.
Yeah,
1988.
This was a
I
serious movie. It was serious.
I think I'm trying to think. Jodie Foster. Is it The Accused?
Oh my gosh, yes.
Is it really?
Yes. Look,
I need a life. How did I know that?
Wow.
I've never. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's a good movie, but man, I hate that scene. Oh, but it's good.
I think I remembered it because same. It was very hard to watch. Very very hard to watch.
Like it's
Yeah.
it's streaming all the time. And I'll be like,
Weren't you 3?
I wasn't even born.
I just remember my mom used to watch so many movies. That's why I watch so many movies.
Whoa.
Wait, what?
Did you just feel the daggers that just came straight from Arkansas?
I wasn't even born yet.
Oh,
She said she wasn't even born.
oh, okay. It's all good. It's all good.
All right, let's see if you were alive for this one. So starring a young Jennifer Connelly as the girlfriend of Billy Campbell. Timothy Dalton was a Nazi villain in 1991.
Oh, this is a good one. It's one of my faves. It's a Disney movie.
This was Disney?
Yes, it was.
didn't
Matter of
know
fact, it's
that.
on there now. Disney Plus. Oh, I don't know about this
I
one.
didn't know that was Disney.
Hold on. Let me think. It's on the tip of my tongue.
Okay.
Is it It's something with rocket. Like
Yes! Yes!
rocket, right?
Yes!
Like rocket star or something.
The Rocketeer?
Yeah,
Bro,
Rocketeer!
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh. Different sound. Okay. All righty. We got one more question. One
All
more.
right. Let's see if I can go 5 for 5.
Shad has just been really amused this entire episode. Okay.
That's because I didn't
More than usual.
think Martinez really be paying attention to us.
Well, there you go. That's funny.
He like,
Okay.
"Look, they stopped talking. Let's go home.
That's hilarious. Now, I know that's all because he got a million jobs, He got a lot going on. He's an entrepreneur. But this last one I know you're going to get. Okay, it's starring Tom
Okay.
Cruise, 1983. There's this infamous scene. Oh, you know this scene. Him sliding on the floor in white socks and a white dress
Risky
shirt.
business.
There it is. It's like that old time in rock and roll. As I was reading, I felt like I wasn't going to get through it. Yes.
You had me at socks.
Yeah. Oh my goodness! Awesome, because they
love it.
did that. They redid that in Saved by the Bell. They've done it so many times, but I remember the boys.
Oh, yeah.
Zach and Screech and Slater.
So, Natalie,
That's an iconic move. I do that. In my house.
Oh,
if it's Wednesday, what else you got to do?
yeah. Why not?
Right.
So, what type of movies are you into?
Oh
Favorites.
man, how much time you got? So
Genre.
That is the right answer.
yeah. Man, it's not really a genre. I'm really into like casting. So like, obviously, I love the dynamics of characters. So like, when Sara asked me to be a part of this, she said, "Give me a list of movies." I'm like, "Oh, no problem." So like, Top Gun was one. My Cousin Vinny with Joe Pesci and Marissa Tomei.
It's a good one.
And I mean, I could quote that entire movie. I love the movie A Bronx Tale. It's got Robert De Niro.
That's one of my favorites.
Yeah, I mean,
Yes.
and I could talk about that. So it just comes down to the casting. I mean, I love Marvel movies. I'm sensing that's your jam, Sean. I love Robert Downey Jr. as Iron Man. So I mean, it really just
he is awesome.
I have no preferred genre as long as the cast is just a force. Meaning, you bring the heat.
Bring the heat.
There it goes.
All right, I appreciate that. Appreciate that.
You got to come back.
Yeah.
We got to
Oh my gosh! I need this.
Maybe
was so
with the
much
hoodie.
fun.
Maybe.
What'd you
with
say?
the hoodie. Maybe.
Hey, we got to bring you back for Thor. I'd love to see if you see
Love and Thunder.
If you see something else that I don't.
Well,
You can tell me about the emotional struggles of Thor.
no, I won't bring that. I'll bring some different flavors.
I'm like, for that one, I'll be over in the corner. Y'all just go ahead.
All right, Sarah, thanks for opening us. Natalie, what do you think about that?
Oh, goodness. Awesome. Okay, well, it was great having you on the show. We had a blast.
Thank you.
Hopefully, you enjoyed yourself as well.
Oh, the best.
Awesome.
You guys are great.
Awesome. Okay. So for you out there, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, once
Top
again,
Gunners.
yes, Top Gun fans, we're going to go ahead and close out. Once again, you can subscribe, follow us on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, everywhere you get your podcast. You can find us there, and on YouTube. Go ahead and subscribe to our YouTube channel so you can watch us. Not just listen, but look at us. And yes, our email address is whatyourtakemedia@gmail.com. Go ahead and send us an email. All right. I have been your host, Sara Rosina, joined by my co-host.
The Maverick, Natalie.
Can I close it out with, I love Top Gun so much, that's what we named our dog is Maverick.
Okay.
Yeah, you win.
You didn't sneak in that gem. Awesome. All right. And we are signing off.